Hello you guys, today we're going to be covering all the basics, including tier lists, movement tech, cheesy abilities, and how to deal with them. We're going to set some beginner goals for you, starting off on Naraka Bladepoint. I'm not going to lie, I'm a little upset at the lack of English guides or information on this game. First things first is the tier list. This is a tier list done by Tutty Gaming. I'm just going to do a quick summary. And so to start off the guide here, we're just going to go through basic counters and weaknesses and general strength cards that a lot of these people have. So we're going to start off on the bottom here with Yushan. Now Yushan here, I'm not going to lie, he's very similar to Taiyan Hai. They both call down big mechs, okay? And these big mechs are very scary and hard to deal with. Now the only reason why... I don't know these characters' names, dude. The only reason why Yushan here is placed above Taiyan is because Yushan here has a golem that can actually move fast. These are speed effects. Taiyan's a little better in general combat just because of his combo break ability, but aside from that, they're more or less the same. Stay away from Big Dude. If Big Dude grab you, bad time. Then there's the Invis Girl. Tutty didn't like her because he didn't feel like she brought enough to the table. Essentially, her dash is good, ult's kinda bad. A little bit of recovery, but not good. You can't use it while getting hit. Just, you're going to get comboed out, you're going to get caught. People can see this, it's not worth it. And then we're going to go on to Painter Dude. Just not enough going on. Like, you know, maybe if he had more to his kit, he'd be better, but just not good. Then we got Sandstorm Guy. Sandstorm Dude has one stun. Not bad. Kind of hard to hit, kind of gimmicky, just doesn't really feel like a well-rounded character. This is again rehashed from Tutty. And then we're going to go on to the B tiers here, which unfortunately my babe has been put in. We're totally not going to take that personally, whatever. So, now with her, she does giga damage. Giga Chad damage, okay? But she doesn't have utility, okay? Like, you know, she can kill 2-3 people, cool, but her ulti can be interrupted if they know what they're doing. Doesn't quite do enough. All damage. I like her because I can get away with playing her in low ranks and in new players, but not good. Not good. Then we got Demon Dude. Definitely the best part was his ult. I remember that being talked about. Unfortunately, doesn't bring enough to the table like before. You can get auto parries, which is nice, but just not enough. And then we're going to talk about Frost Lady, who is essentially Mei from Overwatch. Yeah, no, she's pretty much just Mei. Not good in a mobility game. Makes you stay stationary. You can bait some opponents, but not good. They're going to move on to A tier. We got a Z-Ping here, our super healer. She can heal herself and sustain through fights. If you're not going to get insta-gibbed, then she's good, but also bad. I don't like her. Okay, then we got the...
Tell me you like it.
The very, very nice lady. She is similar to the best stun in the game. She has a 3-second stun on a delay. Not bad. It does heal her, so it's more utility. She has a combo breaker, and with the combo breaker, it makes her a little better than most characters, which is nice. She has sustain and stun. I think she's a good all-around character. Then we're going to go on to Queen Support Lady. So, this lady is 10 times better than this healing lady. If you're playing her in a team, guess what? She can res you from far away without even being there. That's one of her big abilities. Just a normal trait, not even using a cooldown. Okay, then what else does she have? She has an AoE stun, or AoE knockup, sorry. So, AoE stun, heal, can res from a distance, and her ulti makes her unkillable. I don't care how much damage you're doing, you're not going to kill her in her ult. I think her ulti is more obnoxious than the golems. Golems, very annoying and scary. Okay? But there's nothing worse than this lady just standing in her ult and just not taking damage. At all. At all. So, I think she's marginally better than Z-Ping, but we're not going to talk about that. So, then the next one, we got the Super Golem chick. So pretty much she's the same as those two, but she can call down a mech that has this funny thing that ended a lot of things in feudal Japan. It's called a gun, and a lot of them. This is practically Diva from Overwatch. I'm gonna be honest, it pretty much is. But she has a dual cannon range weapon that can do 400-ish tick damage, kill you in 3 or 4 hits, and it moves. The only counter that I found with this one is literally positioning and getting behind it. Because when it's in its gun form, it can't turn that fast. So I've been told. I still think it turns too damn fast. Pretty much, you see this girl ult, leave. You see a mech, leave. That is its biggest weakness. Okay, then we got this guy. This is Tuddy's favorite character.
Next up on the A tier list, I know this is going to be a surprise to some people, is Hottie. Now, I know he is literally the newest character and he just came out, but hear me out for a second. How hard it really is to hit a nigga that's just float. Unique playstyle, something that we've never seen in the game before, where to hit a nigga that's just float. Hit him enough times and you cause enough damage to him, he'll lose the ability to fly. But y'all have no idea how hard it really is to hit a nigga that's just floating around in a damn circle.
He pretty much summarizes it in a heavy melee-dominated game. Flight's pretty freaking strong. So this guy can just flap around being an annoying little mosquito. Buzz buzz. Then we're moving on to the top tiers. Not to copy top tier God here. But if you use these characters, it's hard. Honestly though, I'd rather deal with an S tier over a mech. I'd rather deal with an S tier over these golems, because I'm not a fan of summons. And at least with S tiers, there's a little bit of outplay. But they're pretty much the most well-rounded characters in the game, and we just have to deal with them. That's just how it is. So we're gonna start with this. If you're new to the game and you're worried that it's pay to win, this is a free starting character. Free. Thing with this character is she has a combo breaker as a basic ability. Don't have to level her at all. She has the best starting kit in the game. You launch the game with this character. She has a 5-second stun. And yeah, you either kill her before she starts her ult, or right after she starts her ult, or you're essentially dead. The big thing about her, to counter her, I'm not 100%, but I think you can outrun the ult. But my favorite counter is playing this support lady, putting down your little healing juice, ++, and then if you're stunned for 5 seconds, you know, you're still out healing her, so you're a happy dude. Then we're going to talk about everyone's favorite, Fireboy. Pretty much with this guy, he gets plus mobility and plus damage. Very, very, very good character. Hard to fight. If they know what they're doing, you're going to get out-traded, guaranteed. And if he's losing, he can just run away. It's very broken. So, be careful of that. Then we got this lady who has one of the best escapes. She essentially just doesn't exist when she wants to run away. She wants to run away, she will run away. She may not be able to use recovery items, but yeah, that's pretty much it. She also has a high damage ulti, apparently. I've never been killed by it, but chain blades are cool. Then we got this dude, the furry, the male furry of our favorite fox furry. But yeah. So, essentially what this guy does is he has a combo breaker grapple. That is something else. Now this combo breaker grapple can do a lot of things. It just resets the flow of the whole game, of the fight, sorry. And honestly, I haven't seen a lot of them, but I think he's pretty strong. And then we got the Queen of the Seas. She has incredible zoning. Now this character's zoning is unmatched because she can just put a little bubble, okay, little bubble, and then just stand behind it. Simple ability, but yeah, you're not gonna fight her fair. She's a dirty fighter. She can literally sit inside the bubble too. So good luck with that. This next clip is coming from Os Gaming. He helped me tune my movement, and I believe he's one of the best movement players in NA, so I've heard. Be sure, if you want to check out a more in-depth guide, I'll be leaving his video link in the description.
Starting off, we have a really simple move for you guys to try, and that is slide hopping. Slide hopping is done by hitting the crouch button and then jumping. Next we have focus attack cancel. This is done by simply holding down either attack button and then dashing out. Typically with each weapon you'll want to use the vertical attack and then dash out as opposed to the horizontal. This gives you just a little bit of extra speed. The only downside to this method of movement is that it will use your stamina. If you're not careful in managing it correctly, you will run out, which will leave you a sitting duck for anybody trying to catch a fight.
The video that we just watched was covering slide hopping. Now I'm going to show you a simple way to practice this yourself. I'm not going to lie, it takes practice. But first off, we're just going to start by pressing tab when we're in the main screen. This will bring us to an open area where we can actually practice our movement. So one of the first places that you want to go to practice movement, it's called Sky High Racing. Once you get the beginner stuff down, slide hopping, which I'm not going to lie, I'm pretty bad at. Now, of course, my slide jumping isn't as good as the video. That's more or less what I'm trying to show, is that it's not, you're not going to become really good right away. Like, even with the other movement, like you're running with your weapon, you do the charge, then you do the cancel. Like, sometimes you'll get double rolls. Sometimes you'll follow through. And it's just all about finding that rhythm. Once you get there, I think you'll be doing a lot better. Back over to the Sky High Racing. I really think that this is a good way to just learn mobilities. Oh god. But like, you're not going to be as good as OSK at the beginning. You're not. You're going to have struggles, you're going to have shortcomings, and that's one of the things that I really wanted to cover. Because I feel like a lot of people put too much pressure on themselves. Like, why aren't I as good as him? But you know, you will get there. It does take time. This is another one. You can jump on the wall, hold down click, and then fling yourself. A little bit of wall tech there, which is nice. If you're not terrible like me, might actually progress. But it's a good way to start. Another thing that we're going to talk about is honestly just menu navigation. It's really difficult. It's not easy. Something that was shared with me that I'm going to share with you is, so you're in the main lobby and you want to buy more heroes, for example.
You may have my power.
You do get one for free.
Whatever that is worth.
But in order to get your other coins, you have to go to the shop, then click on item, then go hero coins. And if you don't have an upgraded edition, you can buy about 30 per day. So that means that you'll get a new hero every 4 days. It's not bad. This currency is very easy to get. You can easily max out once a day with just a few games. So be sure to grind it out and enjoy the free-to-play nature of this game. A lot of games fail on this and they make it pay to win or they ruin it, but as of its current build, there is no pay to win aspect. I'm very happy with this game. I hope you enjoyed my guide, and I hope it leaned you towards a better place than you were when you started.